This is the $7,500 Brother PR680W, and other than the price of this machine, let's talk about the actual cost of having this machine once it's purchased. So it's a lot of things that we don't consider when we look up buying an embroidery machine. It doesn't just stop at the cost of the actual machine. So the first thing I really want to talk about is supplies, what you actually need to get the embroidery machine up and running from when you get it. So this is things like bobbin, needles, and thread. We're going to jump into my computer and actually look at some prices, and these are also going to be like references that you guys can actually go on and websites that you can actually purchase from once you have your machine, or if you have your machine now. And also these are websites that I actually purchase my supplies from, so it's just beneficial if you have an embroidery machine. All right, so the first thing that we're going to go over is just bobbin. So I purchased this from All Stitch. It's just a website where they sell machine embroidery supplies. So the bobbin that I use is the L-shape magnetic bobbin. So as you can see, this is it right here. So it comes in 2 different colors, and also the prices are different as well. $48.96 for 100 of the white ones, and then $52.23 for 100 of the black ones. I don't know why it's a price difference between black and white, but whatever. This is exactly how it's going to come when you purchase it. Very simple. It just has the magnetic bobbins in a case. Next thing we're going to be talking about is embroidery backing. So this is the stabilizer that you're going to need to embroider. I purchased my embroidery stabilizer from New Brother, and that's on Amazon. So you could buy the sheets pre-cut, which I do this sometimes. It depends, like if I'm getting a lot of the same orders, but pre-cut at 8x8 is $9.99. That's an okay price. Like, that's not bad. They do all the work for you. It's already cut. But most of the time, this is the item that I'm buying right here, where you'll see the cutaway and then the tearaway. So I'm just going to click on one of them, and the price of backing does range. So as you can see, this 12x50 yard is $28.99. But you can get different sizes for different prices. So as you can see, if I click on the 10x50 yard, $25.99, but the 12x50 yard is the one I typically do go with for $29. Next thing we're going to be talking about, guys, is threads. So when you're first starting out, you can buy threads off of Amazon, but I like to go for the bigger spools now that I have a bigger machine. So I will refer you guys to candle thread. So for a 5,000 meter, it's $5.50, and candle thread comes in a whole bunch of different colors. If you guys hear that noise, don't pay no attention. That was my heater just coming on. I'm filming in the basement, so, but whatever. The candle thread, it comes in a whole bunch of different colors, as you can see. And this is the 5,000 meters, again, like I said. So it's the bigger cones, like the big cones that will last you a while. I really love that they come in so many different shades. So you're able to like do with it as you please. Don't go crazy when you're first starting out. Just get like your simple primary colors. And then after that, that's when you start ordering like the little extra smextra colors. Alright guys, so that basically covers like our supplies that we need just to get started. We got our threads, we got our bobbin, we got our backing, and also you're going to need like your garment or anything that you're embroidering on. But I'm not going to add that price into this, because if you do embroidery, then 9 times out of 10 you have some type of garment around just to start embroidering on. So the second thing that I'm going to actually talk about is equipment. So when I talk about equipment, I'm not talking about like the hoops that you have that came with your machine. I'm more so talking about like your specialized equipment. So like your mighty hoops, your hoop masters, and like if your embroidery machine didn't come with a hat hoop. Mine didn't come with a hat hoop, and that was something that kind of like threw me left, because I already spent $7,500 on the machine. Now I got to turn around and buy a hat hoop. I'm going to show you guys the cost of that too as well, so hold on tight, because we're about to jump right back into my computer and I'm going to be showing y'all the price of hoops, hat hoops, and all that other good stuff. Let's actually look at the prices of these specialized equipment that's just going to help you like move a little bit faster and also be able to offer a little bit more. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Hoop Masters Mighty Hoops. So these are just magnetic hoops When you go onto this website, please make sure that you are typing in your specific machine. You see how right here it says Brother PR, so you know that this is for your machine. You cannot just use any hoop for any machine. They have different brackets. So the prices for the Mighty Hoop products does range from like all different prices depending on the hoop sizes that you do want. So as you can see, there's 4.25 Mighty Hoop. This is the one that I like to use a lot. Is $135. This is per hoop. This is not 2 hoops, 3 hoops. As you can see, this kit for doing your hooping and station and stuff like that at home is $541. This is the one that I initially bought when I started out, just because I wanted to have everything that I needed. I didn't want to order everything one piece at a time. So $541 was the total for this, and it comes with 1 hoop and 2 stations. So it has like the fixtures and all different types of stuff. You can read the description. It'll come with a 5x5 hoop. And just everything that you see in the picture is what you will get. So we'll just look through their website and see what they have to offer. A lot of these hoops, you really don't need them when you're first starting out. I just first started off by buying the hoop size that I was typically using the most, and at the time I was doing a lot of left chest. So the 5.5 was really like up my alley. That was $135. And then I did want the hoop station. Then I did want the hooping station only because I did see it a lot on YouTube, so I was like, I gotta get that. I also do feel like it was essential for me to get this tubular hoop support, only because I was ordering bigger hoops and my machine needed help keeping those up. So this was $175. But if you're first starting off, I would just say just get a hoop size that you feel comfortable with. So if you know you do a lot of like left chests, go and get that 5x5 Mighty Hoop for $135. And I promise you guys, it will make it like a lot easier when you're embroidering. So that next thing was the hat hoop that I told you guys that I wasn't anticipating buying until I figured out that, yeah, I do want to do hats. So the hat hoop additionally is $999. So $1,000 just for you to get the cap and frame, the hat hoop, the whole shebang in order to do hats on your machine. Now some people might get a special deal and be able to have their hat hoop included with the price of their machine, but that wasn't it for me. And if that's not it for you, then you can go on Amazon and purchase one for $1,000, or you could try to go to your like reseller or brother distributor and see if they have them for a lot cheaper. But if not, they have it on Amazon. I did not want to pay that additional $1,000, but hey, it had to be done. Now I'm able to make hats, and the $1,000 basically paid itself back with it just like a couple hat orders. Not a couple, but enough hat orders, and the $1,000 paid itself back. Instead, I actually had got this table that you see my machine sitting on. I had got this for free instead of the hat frame. So this is the last thing, but like one of like the most crucial parts that I'm going to be talking about with you guys, and that's just maintenance. Because if you don't do maintenance, you won't have the machine for long. This is stuff that you just gotta do. And my bad, I'm reading off my paper just so I remember. So if I'm looking down a little bit, don't pay me no mind. So when I say maintenance, I'm just talking about like the upkeep of the machine. So I take my machine out to a brother distributor in the Poconos, not too far away from me, probably like an hour and a half. And when it's getting maintenance, this is the cleaning of the machine, changing the needles, checking the tension and doing a tension test, and also just like the basic like oiling of the machine, making sure that it's still sound and working. This is $200, and this is a maintenance that I have to do once a year. So I usually do it around January, like just the beginning of the year, and it's a $200 maintenance that I have to pay on my machine just to make sure that it's up and running and working. But guys, definitely well worth it. The $200 is just something that it's the cost of business and something that you just have to bite. With all this being said, supplies, maintenance, and just extra accessories, that brings us to around a grand total of And honestly, I don't think that that's really bad for having this machine. It definitely allows you to do a lot of things and bring in a different array of customers. So it's definitely well worth it to me. If you like this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more type of videos like this about different types of machines that I have, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.